guys, welcome to iDevice Central channel, I'm Joe Snow. Today we're discussing about the fact that Apple released the iOS 10.1, the second public beta, and is now available for registered beta users. So if you're a registered beta user and you're running iOS 10.1 public beta 1, then if you go to software update and you have an active internet connection, you should see this. iOS 10.1 public beta 2 from Apple Inc., which is 113.8 megabits. So as you can see, it's not that big, only a couple of application modifications and probably bug fixes, because iOS 10 really included a lot of bugs that shouldn't be there. For example, the bugs on the notifications and so on. But we're not going to get into bugs for the moment. I'm going to show you how you can install it, how you can get this screen right here to download and install iOS 10.1 Public Beta 2 if you don't have the profile installed and if you're running iOS 10.0.1 or 10.0.2, which are released. So you just need to go to Apple's website, which is beta.apple.com. The link is in the description, and you will see this guide for public betas. Now, you will need to sign in into your Apple account. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not paid, it's just an Apple account, any Apple account you have, the general Apple account you're using for downloading applications, and then you will be brought to this page again. You need to simply scroll and you will see a link called Enroll Your iOS Device. You need to simply click this link and you will be redirected to the next page which says enroll your devices to get public beta software. Now, until iOS 10 was released, the public betas were only accessible for those who paid that little fee to get their unique device ID enrolled. Now, Apple decided to make this thing free and you get the betas for free. So, iOS, make sure it's not macOS, you need to, at first, create an iOS backup if you want. If you don't want, it's just up to you. Then moving up to the second step, which is the most important, downloading the profile. Now, this profile right here enables you to download the public betas from the Apple server instead of getting the official pre-released iOS builds. So in order to download it, you simply need to click download profile, as it's probably obvious, and you will be redirected to this pop-up right here, which gives you the information about installing a profile. You can see the profile is verified, Apple Care Profile Signing Certificate. It says on description, configures your iOS device to use with the Apple Beta software program, contains internal settings, and you can go ahead and take more information about it, but I don't think you need so. And the internal settings, it's actually the access to the tunnel that Apple uses for sending these OTA updates for beta users. Now you need to simply click install on this and you will be asked to restart your phone. I'm not going to install it because I do have it installed, and if you navigate here to settings after that, on the bottom of your general, you will have the profile right here, and configuration profiles. After you restart, you should have this, and you are able to delete it. And if you delete this profile, you will no longer receive any iOS betas. So after you restarted your phone, you should simply go to software update and you should have this iOS 10.1 public beta 2. Well, speaking about advantages of installing this beta, there aren't any advantages if you're using iPhone 5, 5S, 5C, 6, 6S or 6S Plus. Only if you're using an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, because iOS 10.1 is definitely only focused on the camera feature on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, that little portrait mode system that gives you the ability to emulate a DSLR camera in order to create zoom in and zoom out on the photos after you took them. Well, that's only possible on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus camera, and especially on 7 Plus, which makes your device not to support that feature even though it is embedded in the iOS. So if you're an iPhone 6, 6S and so on user, any other thing than the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, then there is no point into installing the iOS 10.1 betas until iOS 10.1 is released. If you have iOS 10.0.2, you definitely have all the features that are available. Now, speaking about the bug fixes, yes, there are a couple of bug fixes on the iOS 10.1, and probably they will add even more at the final release. Now, about the jailbreak, we don't have the official word from Pangu yet, but we expect to get a jailbreak from them or from Taiji, but it's less probable to happen from Taiji by the end of the beta program of iOS 10.1, which means that probably the next build that iOS 10.1 will have, it's the release. Because iOS 10.1, as I said, isn't something important, isn't something that gives crucial information of the device or that protects something that was a vulnerability exploited by somebody. It's just a feature for the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, which makes the beta program not to hold very much of it. So I think only 2 betas is enough. Therefore, the iOS 10.1 will probably be released soon, and after that Pangu will most likely release something, because if they do it again right now and release a jailbreak for the iOS 10.1 beta 2, then when the final release of the iOS 10.1 is finished and Apple releases, then you will not be able to jailbreak anymore, because they will fix the jailbreak created by Pangu. That's why Pangu waits for it. And about 32 and 64-bit compatibility, I don't think that Pangu is looking forward to create a 32-bit device jailbreak. Now, if you look at the fashion Pangu worked in the past jailbreaks, for example the one for iOS 9.1 and the one for iOS 9.2 to 9.3.3, they were only 64-bit device jailbreaks, which means that 32-bit devices really lost their score on this table, and I don't think that Pangu is going to create something for it, but we can't get our hopes removed just yet, if I can say so. Well, if you want to stay updated on the jailbreak, you should just go to my playlist right here, iOS #jailbreak updates. It's in the description. Hit that plus button and add it to your account, and you will of course be notified when something is happening with the playlist, when I add a new clip or when I am updating the playlist in any way. Now, speaking about iOS 10, it really is decrypted for the moment, so we can access the file system, the kernel, the RAM disks, and thanks to Xerab's latest tool he created, IMG4 tool, we're now able to compile it and get access to these files that we considered to be encrypted for the moment. Now, this means that we can get on a Mac or on Windows the access to the root file system, but that's not a problem. We could have done that without the tool, but on the RAM disk, on the kernel, and so on. So definitely a great tool. Again, to recap the information in this video, this iOS 10.1, the beta 2 is basically just for the iPhone 7, something important, and 7 Plus. If you are just using an iPhone 6 or an iPhone 5s and so on, then there is no point into updating to it, but if you want to update, I just shown you how to do that. This is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to stay updated. Give this video a thumb up, or if you don't like it, give a thumb down, and till the next time, peace out.